that are clearly an abomination to God. What about Captain Marvel? So we're seeing a common thread run through here, right? Here, Captain Marvel, the person that she's fighting against, the evil villain in her story, is known as the Supreme Intelligence. Okay? So here is something that's very interesting as well. Who is the Supreme Intelligence in the universe?
God.
He is the one that is the top of the food chain everywhere, right? He's known as the most wise being, looking at it and judging it from a Christian perspective, but they make this person evil. And in the film, Captain Marvel, she doesn't really have a form, and if you look at the comic books, there are all sorts of different interpretations. She can kind of manifest herself in different forms, which I think is very interesting because no man has seen God, right?
Yeah.
So here, Captain Marvel is having a discussion with the Supreme Intelligence. Listen to the verbiage that's even used here.
Veers,
Intelligence.
your commander insists that you're fit to serve.
I am.
So once again, we see that one of the Avengers is describing herself, and she says, I am. And it just stops, right? I find that very interesting that they keep writing that into the dialogue. So let's talk about the whole pinnacle of this whole series, which really kind of started coming to a culmination in Avengers Infinity War. You have this being called Thanos, who's the most evil character in the whole universe. He's the most powerful character in the whole universe.
Thanos is one of the darkest characters in the Marvel Universe. A character who can take on the entire Marvel Universe with a grin. There's something really arch-villain about that.
And he's specifically running throughout the universe and collecting stones that will give him that ultimate supreme power to be able to snap his fingers and wipe out half of the universe. And each one of these stones gives him a different superpower. And I'll tell you what some of the stones mean, and you can see that there's some very strange parallels to God. One of the stones gives them the ability to have control over space and time. One of them gives them control to create life out of nothing, to bend and warp reality. One of the stones gives them the ability to raise people from the dead. I mean, these are attributes that are literally only